welcome to Draft Academy. My name is Mike, and in this video, I'm going to be having ChatGPT give me a web development challenge. I'm going to build whatever ChatGPT tells me, at least within a 10 to 15 minute video window. So I said, basically, I'm filming a YouTube video. We'll go in bite-sized steps, and you'll challenge me along the way. And don't give me any code. We're going to do this from my own web development knowledge. All right, looks like we're doing an emoji mood board, a little app where users click emoji buttons to add them to a mood strip, a visual timeline of how they feel. Think of it as a lightweight, expressive journaling tool. Okay, so there'll be like some little emojis, and then if you're really frustrated, you can click the one that's crying or the one that's angry. If you're in love, you can click the heart. That kind of makes sense. So step one, set the stage. Create a basic HTML structure with a title for your app, a container for a few emoji buttons, and then an empty strip box where the emojis will appear. This is kind of cool. So let's do this and we'll get started. I'm gonna come over here and create a div, and this is gonna be a wrapper. So this will just kind of wrap everything up. That way, if I need to organize everything in the right way, I have a place to do that. And then we'll create the title. So this is emoji mood board. And then why don't we add in a nice little emoji here? Cash money, let's go. Okay, so we got cash money, and now we got the header one, and then we need the, okay, why don't we do the strip for all the emojis, and then below it we'll do like the all the options. Okay, so here this will be the, and we'll give this a class. This is going to be the mood strip. Oh, this is already exciting. Okay, so this is the mood strip. So this is going to be empty, but this is what we're eventually going to populate, and I'll probably give that some styling. And then here we're going to have all the emojis. So, or why don't we call this options? Or should we call it, no, let's call it options. I like options. Okay, and then down here, we're probably going to need like some of the emojis as the options, right? So why don't we create a bunch of these? These are just going to be divs, and I'm going to give them IDs with all the emojis. So let's see the ones that ChatGPT recommended. It was these guys. Just gonna copy those and we'll have them. So I wonder if we could use these as the class name. I don't know, but either way, I'm just gonna do something descriptive. So I'll give this one an ID of smile. Now remember, we're gonna have to click these, so I kind of need to know, like I need a little container for each one. So we have smile, we have cry, and then, oh, wrong one. And then we have, what is that, like anger? You guys ever get angry? Well, now you can express that anger on the mood board. This looks like confused. All right, we're gonna pop this guy in here. Oop. And then we got the heart. Oh, this one's love. Oh, I love you guys. It just got so real. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. Oh, damn, that's not what I wanted to happen. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have so far. This is actually some beautiful HTML. So we have our wrapper, and then we have our emoji mood board, and then we have the mood strip and the options. So let's start styling a bit. First things first, let's put all of this. I like to use flex display, so I'm just gonna do that. Display flex, and then we'll say flex direction column. If it was up to me, everything on the web would just use Flexbox, because it's just, to me, it can do everything. There's nothing you can't do in Flexbox. And then it just kind of like flexes all together. All right, so then we have our mood strip. So mood strip, and then this is gonna have like a width. I don't know, like how many emojis should this support? Probably like the full width of the screen, right? 100%. And then $100 sign. And then, oh no, it needs to be percentage. Okay. And then the height, I don't know, it would probably be like maybe 4 EMs. So that would be like 4 emojis high. And then we'll do a border. Let's do 5 pixels solid. Oh man, I can't type today. So what are we saying? 5 pixels solid salmon. I love the salmon color. All right, perfect. And actually, instead of 100%, why don't we bring that down to like 90%, something like that. Yeah, so this will be where all our emojis show up. And then down here in the options, so this is where we have all of our like little buttons. This is also gonna be flex display. And that way they can all show up next to each other. Display flex. And then why don't we increase the font size? So we'll up it to like, I think yeah, maybe 4 EMs. So it'll be kind of the same size as that emoji strip. All right, so then the idea is, and actually I'm gonna make this 5. So the idea is you mash these emojis. So another thing too, why don't we make the cursor pointer? That way it kind of looks like you're like clicking on them. So whenever we click on one of these, it should show up here, and then we kind of have a visual representation of our mood. But let's see what ChatGPT wants us to do next. Okay, so we'll say next. Nice, you've got the bones. Now let's bring a bit of life to it. Yeah, that sounds nice. Okay, so set up an event handler. So when you click on any emoji button, the emoji gets added to the end of the mood strip. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So now we're getting into JavaScript. So this is where we're gonna need to get access to all of our little emoji buttons right here, okay? So this is just gonna be like a copy and paste deal. So we can just say smile, and that's gonna be equal to document.getElementById, smile. And then we're just gonna copy and paste this, and I'll do one for each of them. So we had what? Smile, cry, and then the last one is love. There's actually gonna be a lot of this just like copy and pasting, unfortunately. Okay, so then anytime that we click on one of them, we need it to show up in the emoji board. So we're also gonna need to get access to the mood strip. And that's gonna be equal to document.querySelector, because we gave this a class, right? So here we're gonna call this mood. I guess we could have given this an ID too. It doesn't really matter. Maybe there'd be like multiple mood strips and we need to reuse it. But eventually what we're gonna do is say moodstrip.textContent.append, and then we'll append one of the emojis. But let's just do one of them first. So we'll wire up the smile one first. So I can say smile.add event listener. And what do we want to listen for? We want to listen for that click. So you click down when you're so happy and this emoji shows up on the mood strip and you're like, oh my God, I've expressed myself so thoroughly. So, okay, let's see what we need to do here. So whenever we click the smile, what we need to do then is append that onto the mood strip. So we'd say a moodstrip.textContent is equal to, actually, I don't know if you can do plus equals here, so we're not gonna do it, but is equal to moodstrip.textContent plus, and then we could say smile.textContent. So now the mood strip should be appended with the smile. Boom, there we go. And actually on the mood strip, why don't we increase the font size to 4 EMs as well. Okay, there we go. And now whenever I click the smile, we just have emoji city, like all of these emojis are getting added onto it. And why did the height expand on this? That one is interesting to me. Not 100% sure why that happened. Let me see if I can refresh the page and if it's just, no, interesting. So when I increased the font size, it overrode the height. Huh, I'm gonna have to think about that one. Anyway, for now we can just ignore it because it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. Oh, I know why, of course, because the font size here, this is a good one. EM is relative to the font size. So it's actually, this is actually gonna be 4, or no, sorry, the height would now be 4 times what it was. The way we can fix this is having this be relative to the body, which would be an REM, and now it's gonna be the right size. See, I do know CSS. So now you click and we got our little smile emojis, and then, oh, they're actually bleeding down over the page. So another thing we might do then with this is we could say overflow scroll. That way, if you're really happy, now you can kind of scroll down and you can see all of these, okay? So maybe we'll increase the height though, just a bit, so we can get like at least 2 rows of emojis in. And maybe we'll do 12. Yeah, there we go, okay. So what we're gonna do now in the JavaScript is essentially just copy and paste. So maybe I'll edit this part out. Okay, so that was probably super boring to watch, but now anytime we click on one of these, you'll see that it shows up. So if you're really confused, oh, now I'm in love, oh my God, now I'm crying, and I'm crying so much that it goes down and I have to start scrolling. Okay, so you guys see how this, it's like selecting the emojis? That's kind of annoying. So what we could do is here on the options pane, and I don't know if we're gonna have to do this for each one. It would be user select none. That's what we want. So now, and it's, yeah, so now when I click on these, it doesn't select them. Same with up here, we could put for the mood strip user select none. I think we could even just put that on the wrapper. But now you can't select the emojis. All you can do is just bash them and be really confused about it. Okay, so let's go to the next step. I think maybe we'll do one more step. Let me see how far I am into this video. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna add the clear button. This is the natural ending point. So the clear button will wipe the slate clean. So maybe you were really angry, but now you're feeling really sad. And then maybe you're feeling really happy. And then, oh, suddenly now you're feeling really in love. That's what the clear button's gonna do. Okay, so let's go up into our HTML and CSS. And why don't we just make this another emoji? So it's actually just going to be another one of these, and there's probably like a clear, let me see, clear. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So we even have one. So this is going to be clear, and then down here in our JavaScript, clear.add, oh, I need to grab it. So this one is clear. And then we could say clear.add event listener. When we click it, and you know what we might want to do is a double click, because here's the thing, I'm really in love and I'm mashing the heart, and then suddenly I accidentally move over to the clear button. Now I've lost all of my hearts. We need to do a double click. That way it's like really intentional. Okay, so on a double click, how do we clear out the mood board? We just say, this is super easy. Mood strip.text content is equal to nothing. There we go. So now again, I'm super in love, super in love. Oh, I accidentally clicked this. It doesn't do anything until I double click, and then everything gets cleared away. So I think that's gonna do it for this challenge. Now you can see how we can click on emojis and have them show up on the mood board and then clear them out. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and otherwise I will see you in the next one.